those games that I would watch people speedrun it for hours. Oh, yes, this is it right here. Let's pause this. I'm excited. You need to try Elden Ring and other Dark Souls games. These, I like to say, I love watching these games as like speedruns or as playthroughs or just like, because I played a bunch of, like I played probably, you know, I haven't beaten any of the Dark Souls series, but I played a whole bunch of different, sorry, one sec. Yeah, I haven't beaten any of the Dark Souls series, and I haven't like gotten most of the way through them, blah blah blah. But I have like with the times that I do play them, they're just freaking amazing. That's not else to say it.
Peggy 16. Peggy 16.
Let's give it a watch.
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men.
There was some suspicion that this was going to be
there is nothing more terrifying.
Part of the DLC.
In that forsaken place, blood must spill. Blood of your fellows. They are truly faithful.
You just can't beat the art style of this game. You literally cannot beat the art style of this game.
They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Miquella is doing here.
There's a lot going on here. We're gonna take a look at this in a second.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Vesper's flame.
Come now. Touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Damn. What it looks like. Well, we'll finish watching this and I'll give my opinion here. So what it looks like is not a artistic, possibly could be a story-driven game, but and not really large set pieces as much as it's just going to be mostly combat. There's a whole bunch of scenes that I see here that don't feel like they are anything insane in terms of set pieces. I don't think we saw these ribbons though on the trees before. But there's a lot of very plain scenery. Does Elden Ring have a post game? There's like a new game plus. Yeah, you can always go back and fight everything, and there's a lot of bosses that kick your ass at the start where you can go back and actually and beat them again. But I love these types of bosses.
They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
Fighting giants like oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose all the names right now. I don't know all the names of the characters. Is it Radon? Like fighting Radon was probably like the coolest fight that I've ever played in any game ever in my life. It is insane. This reminds me very much of it. Oh, and I pressed. And I know it doesn't. People are gonna go, wow, you know, actual like Dark Souls players and Elden Ring players are gonna be like, there's a totally different style of boss. Yeah, but I don't know the scale of it. This is where I get this kind of like scale of things in comparison to like smaller characters like this. We do see a lot of these very small creatures. Well, that's relatively small. That is, like I say, that's a relatively small character in comparison to how big they get.
Mother.
Oh. Sorry, guys. I had to stop that for a sec. I just heard my birds fighting. They might fight. Be nice to each other, guys.
What's that?
Like, a lot of these are very human-sized in terms of Elden Ring. Even though this may seem fairly big, most of the enemies in this game are scaled up anyways. So people in general that are not you are actually larger than you. But when it comes to the giant bosses, this kind of stuff, this is where they're showing that they're going to be very, very hard fights. Or at least this is kind of my imagination here, where they don't really show off somebody having a very hard time in their trailers until they're actually having a very hard time. But they went crazy with the particle effects.
Come now, touch the withered arm, and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Beautiful game.